It's the Texas weather discussion video. This is for Monday, the 26th of January. I'm Donovan Neal. In wake of a pretty impactful winter storm across the region, we are dealing with the after effects of this cold temperatures and refreezing and melting throughout the week. And we also need to talk about the potential of freezing fog in the middle of the week and the possibility of another shot of Arctic air next weekend. So let's take a look at what's going on right now. Here's the upper air chart across the nation this afternoon, and you can see that trough rotating off to the east, and as a result we have a lot of sinking air subsidence that's actually keeping us at a pretty cloudless sky across the region. Here's a visible satellite view, and the white that you see there, those are mostly snow packs, snow and sleet packs, especially across the Texas Panhandle, West Texas, and parts of Oklahoma and North Texas as well. But the good news is we are getting a little bit of melting as a result of that sunshine. Upper 20s for basically daytime highs for much of the region. Maybe we'll warm a degree or two, but I really don't see any location getting above freezing later today. And then on watch warning map, you can still see we have the after effects of that winter storm for much of the United States. You can see cold weather advisories all the way from West Texas, West New Mexico, or East New Mexico, extending all the way up to New York State. But even Maine and New England, still dealing with some winter weather issues up there. But down here, we still have that extreme cold warning that's in effect until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. And that's for the possibility of wind chills 5 below zero. And like I said before, we'll have many locations in the teens, some in the single digits. Not out of the question for tomorrow morning. So on the convective outlooks, obviously we have a risk of thunder for eastern Florida, but no organized severe weather is expected tomorrow or on Wednesday for any part of the U.S. Obviously, with this cold, stable air mass, no risk of thunderstorms anytime soon. Rainfall outlook for the next 7 days, valid through Monday afternoon of next week. Down here in North Texas, nothing. Not a drip or a drop. And there's a pretty good chance most of the state stays dry for this next week. So let's go to the dailies. This is the 12Z run of the European, valid tomorrow afternoon at noon. You can see that trough rotating off to the near the Great Lakes. The flow becomes zonal, and as a result of that, we remain dry tomorrow. Now, I do think we will get above freezing starting at around lunchtime, which will help significantly melting some of those snow and ice packs. But the high tomorrow should be in the somewhere in the mid 30s. Now, let's go to Wednesday morning. This is the total visibility coming off of the NAM North American model, 6 a.m. Wednesday morning. And you can see visibility very poor in many locations across North Texas. Anywhere to no visibility to only about a quarter to a half mile of visibility in many locations, which means that we have the potential for fog Wednesday morning. And we also have the potential for freezing fog as well. Since temperatures will be below freezing, I think the low on Wednesday will be well into the upper teens to low 20s. So this could be in the form of freezing fog, which would create more light ice and black ice accumulations Wednesday and Thursday morning, as you'll see here in a second. But during the day, Wednesday should be dry. Again, we warm relatively nicely. I do think highs will remain in the mid 30s. So more melting will occur obviously on Wednesday, but here's Thursday, again, Thursday morning, visibility very limited across much of our region, much of Oklahoma, and much of Arkansas as well, and some of the adjacent states, which means, again, the possibility of freezing fog adding to some potential travel impacts. And if you're walking along, again, just much like freezing rain, you go outside, it's foggy and misty, but it's 32 degrees, so that'll turn onto ice as soon as it hits any surface. So again, Wednesday, Thursday morning, possibility for freezing fog. Now on Thursday, we warm very nicely during the day, remain dry, highs in the mid to upper 40s. Now here comes Friday, as we start to begin the weekend, that 540 line all the way down to Austin. And if this is right, we really won't warm too much on Friday, with highs mostly in the mid to upper 30s in many locations. Now let's take a look at the temperatures coming off of the European. These are the wind chill factors Saturday morning. And if this verifies, we could have another morning similar to this morning, with many locations recording wind chills near sub-zero to 5 to 10 degrees below zero, which is life-threateningly cold. And I think many locations will be in the teens Saturday morning. But the silver lining is we warm up decently well on Saturday, but I don't think we remain above freezing. We'll be right at the freezing line more than likely Saturday to end January. And then on Sunday, we're dry as well. Again, with a low in the low teens and in the low 20s and highs mostly in the mid 40s. Now, this is suggesting, the European suggesting, we could have a little bit of moisture involved to initiate a few snow flurries for the northeast corner of the state, near the Arglatex region. But if we go to the GFS model, it's showing absolutely nothing. So it's safe to say, of course, with these cold air intrusions, of course, there is the possibility of a few snow flurries here and there. But we'll keep it as a dry forecast, as it won't be anything impactful. So here's a week from today, Monday, the 2nd of February. You can see a trough in the Atlantic, ridging starting to develop here, and down here, that's a mostly dry look. Let's go out 10 days. This is Thursday, the 5th of February. Pretty much the same pattern here. Trough in the east, ridging, high amplitude ridge in the west, and down here we're pretty dry. Here's rainfall coming off the European. The mean is the green line, about a little under half an inch of rain between now and the 10th of February, and that's suggesting we could see some rain chances increase next week during the middle of the week. Numbers coming off the NBM National Blend of Models. You can see we're pretty much below freezing every single morning up until next Tuesday. And you can see that clear drop off in temperatures Friday and especially Saturday. Chances are we'll remain below freezing on Saturday. But then we warm nicely next week with highs mostly in the upper 40s to low to mid 50s in many locations. Now here's the latest long range guidance off of the Climate Prediction Center from the 2nd through the 8th of February. And if this is right, temperatures around this time period will be where they should be for this time of the year. So that's it for the North Texas weather discussion video. I'll have more notes in the blog. Next video will be here tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of the day. Stay safe and Godspeed.